How's it going, my fellow horror fans? Well, as the countdown to Halloween 2018 continues, today I'm going to be doing my commentary on Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Okay, I'm doing actually two different commentaries. I'm doing the theatrical cut and the producer's cut. I admit, I don't really want to take the time to watch the theatrical cut, because honestly, I barely watch it anymore. I honestly prefer the producer's cut, but I know if I don't do commentaries on both cuts, then I'm doing a disservice by not talking about the differences. Alright, I'm gonna start the movie in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Yeah, Dimension Films. Honestly, guys, I wish these guys had never been involved in the Halloween series. They definitely been the Halloween series' major problem. Yeah, this flashy opening just never made any sense. You know, I get they're trying to go for this edgy look, but it just doesn't work. You're just like, what the heck was that about? Then, of course, why did they take away the 6? And of course, the funny note too is this is the third. This is the obviously the third film in the Thorn trilogy, and of course you had the Return of Michael Myers, the Revenge of Michael Myers, and the Curse of Michael Myers, which is a reference to Pink Panther. It's like it's funny. Yeah, I can imagine when you first watch this, you're just like, what's going on? Like, you have no clue who this person is on the stretcher, because obviously this is not Jamie Lloyd. Instead, it's J.C. Brandy playing her character. Though, granted, I do think she did a good job. Yeah, it's like, now we know who the character is, but it's like, oh. Yeah, you gotta feel bad for her. It's like, she's in agony right now. The only positive I would say is I do kind of like this part of the opening where how the man in black enters compared to the producer's cut where you only see his boots. Yeah, you really gotta feel for Jamie right here. It's like, you don't like seeing her baby get taken away from her. It's like, no. Yeah, and again here, why did they replace Donald Pleasant's speech with Paul Rudd? I mean, Paul Rudd does a good job with his speech, but Donald Pleasant's speech is better. And again, Donald Pleasance had died, so why replace the speech? Granted, though, I heard Joe Chappelle, the director, treated Donald Pleasance like garbage, and more than one cast member has confirmed this, and these are cast members I honestly would believe, so yeah, I guess the guy really was a jerk to Donald Pleasance. It's like apparently he was quoted in saying he thought Donald Pleasance was boring. It's like, you had no business doing a Halloween film. Yeah, it's like this whole scene, you're just like, what the heck is going on here? It's like, it's obviously a ritual, and you know it has to do with the Curse of Thorn, but you don't know too much about it. It's like, okay. I forget who was playing the baby. I'd have to look it up. It's like the actor's like, I had no memory of this, obviously. Yeah, one weird thing though, it's like they left Jamie without any restraints. You know, it's like if they want Michael to kill her, you think they would have left her in restraints? Yeah, we know Michael's coming, though they cut out a whole section here where we see Michael coming. It's like, I don't get it. Yeah, I want to take a second to talk about the score. Honestly, I prefer the producer's cut score because it's more classic Halloween themes, though some of this rock music I don't necessarily mind, but at the same time I don't like the fact that this is a shorter chase sequence. Like, it does kind of ruin the flow by speeding it up. Yeah, I gotta say though, the nurse, oh crap, what's her name? I think her name's Mary, if I remember correctly. Why did she go that way? Why didn't she just go with Jamie? It's like, they know what you're doing. It's like, do you honestly think you could sneak back? Yeah, here comes George P. Wilbur. Playing Michael Myers again. I mean, I admit, this first kill is great. It's like, why is that spike on the wall? But still, it's like, comes in handy for Michael. Of course, Michael's now admiring his handiwork. It's like, it's been a while. Like, I don't mind the theme here, but granted, this is more classic Halloween in a lot of ways. I mean, it's a little bit spiced up, but I like it. Here comes Michael. I mean, one thing I will give 6 is it does have good cinematography. That's one thing it has going for it. Get out of there, Jamie. Hurry. Oh yeah, there's that truck driver. It's like she's trying to get out of there, buddy. She warned you. Yeah, they definitely upped the gore because originally Michael does break his neck, but it doesn't twist it around where you see like the top of his spine. I mean, in some ways I prefer this kill. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed between which one I prefer, like the theatrical, more gory version, or like the version in the producer's cut. They're both kind of good for the neck break. And I will say, at least this Myers house looks closer to the original. I mean, obviously it's not, but at least this one looks more the part. That would be terrifying. Yeah, that's the question. Was there or not? Or was it like a vision? It's like you wonder. Yeah, that's right. In the producer's cut version, there's an extended scene where she's like telling the monsters to stay away. I kind of do like the scene. At the same time, maybe it's not 100% necessary, but still, it's like, Then of course we see the Thorn right there that Danny's been drawing, so you're like, okay. Barry Sims. Yeah, a little bit piece trivia, guys. Apparently the Weinsteins did not like, jeez, what's her name? Marianne Higgin? I think that's the actress's name. They did not like her for this part because they thought she was, they thought her chin was too pointy and maybe she was a little too thin or something. Honestly, though, I think she looks gorgeous, so I honestly have no clue what the Weinsteins were thinking, but honestly, we know what the Weinsteins are like, especially, a certain H. Weinstein, and I'm not going to say any more. I will say, though, she does a great job in this film. Yeah, I think it's Mary Ann Higgin. I'm pretty sure that's her name. Oh, there's Tommy, busted. I gotta say, it's like, you couldn't make that scene look a little less creepy. Same time, not the best way to introduce Tommy. It's like, yeah, apparently they wanted to use the original actor that played Tommy back in '78, but he had no agent, so they had no way of tracking him down. It's like, dang it. It's like, that would have been cool to have the original Tommy back, though. At the same time, I do think Paul Rudd does a good job. Though there's some scenes where maybe the directing could have been better for him, because like obviously we've seen him in newer films like Ant-Man, where he's a really solid, like he plays a really solid character, and his acting is great. These conspiracy theories, it's just like, huh. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little timeline of my Halloween series exposure. I started with the first two, and then 3, but after that, I never was able to see 4 and 5 for a very long time because we couldn't get them on VHS, they were out of print. And anyway, I did see 6, and then it was H20, and then I think I finally saw 5, and then finally 4. So yeah, my order of films is definitely out of whack. Anyway, as a kid, I didn't mind 6, but I admit, seeing it today, I do see the flaws. Like, I definitely see a lot of problems. But at the same time, it's because I saw 6 first, then 5, then 4, so I guess back then I just was more immune to how the film has a lot of problems. But granted, I was a kid, so... Yeah, they cut out so much of Donald Pleasance in this film. It sucks. Yeah, Jamie, you're gonna regret stopping there? Haddonfield. Yeah, one thing I was wondering, though, is why does Jamie have blood on her mouth? It's like... Unless did she bite her tongue or something while giving birth? Or her lip? I don't know. I always wondered that because she didn't have an injury, so... Unless... Oh no, wait, she did fall on the ground. Maybe that was what it was from? Because I don't think she had the injury when she was escaping. It's like, of course... Of course all of the emergency circuits are full. I understand Jamie's desperation, like she's trying to call somebody. It's like, okay, I guess that'll do. Yeah, it's like these two have good interactions between each other, but the scenes are cut out so much that you get very little like screen time. You're just like, you don't get to know the character much. It's like, why would you want this guy to come back? Like, I'll discuss that more in the producer's cut. It's like, he's like, oh, that's Jamie. Loomis knows who it is. Yeah, the Barry Sims character, I really was never into him. Granted, I know originally they wanted a different actor to play him, but the guy turned down the role or something, so... I mean, I didn't think the guy was bad, but definitely one of my least favorite characters. Yeah, I like the scene between Jamie and her baby. I know it's extended in the producer's cut by a little bit, I think. Just wish she could have got more time with her son. God, you can imagine how terrified Jamie would be. You know, it's like knowing that he's coming down the stairs. It's like, yeah, we obviously know where she's hidden Steven, but it's like Steven must have gone to sleep or something, like, lucky. Otherwise, Michael had hurt the baby, that would have been it. Yeah, Jamie must have gone out the window in, like, lightning speed. Granted, she didn't have much of a choice. Of course, though, she made one mistake. Forgot to close the window. If she had done that, she might have been okay. Or at least it might have bought her an extra minute or so. Michael might have taken more time to search the bus station. Yeah, the only thing I noticed with the van is I'm not sure if Michael's alone because it looks like I see two people in it. Yeah, it looks like there's two people in there, like somebody's giving Michael a lift. It's like, ouch. Yep, that car's definitely not going anywhere. Or truck, what am I saying? Yeah, Jamie's in bad shape for sure. Yeah, a piece of trivia, guys. You guys already know this, but, oh, jeez. What's his name? Joe Chappelle, the guy that directed Halloween 6, okay, we're not quite there yet. Just give me a few seconds here. She has to go inside the barn first. Okay, just wait a second, guys. It's gonna cut. Yeah, right here. All of this was shot by Joe Chappelle afterwards when they were doing the reshoots, and all of this was unauthorized. Like, the Weinsteins were fighting with the Accods, and Joe Chappelle got a crew together, and they shot all of this unauthorized. Like, it was really crazy that how they got away with this. And I mean, I'll say this: this is a creepy scene, but at the same time, I do not like Jamie's fate at the end of this. Oh, there's Michael. And now he's vanished. Jamie, you should have stayed in the dark. I don't know if that would have protected you all night, but might have given you a chance. So close. I mean, I admit, this is definitely one of the most brutal kills Michael's ever done, if not the most brutal, but because of the character, I don't like this death. I don't. I think it's such a insult to the audience, like a slap in the face. It's like, I mean, imagine if this was Danielle Harris. I mean, granted, unfortunately, we ended up experiencing Danielle Harris, her character she played, dying in a Halloween film later. But I'm not doing a commentary on that film this year, so I'm not going to talk any more about it. Yeah, you know, it's like Jamie actually reaches out for Michael and he's just like, he just shoves her further on the blades and now he's about to start the machine. It's like, you can tell, Michael's very brutal in this film. I mean, like I said, it is intense death, but it's such a crappy death for this character. I mean, if this was another character, it'd be an awesome kill, but for Jamie, no. I don't support it. I don't. Okay, we're back at the Myers house. Oh yeah, here's the jerk. I will say one thing, this actor does play a pretty good ass. Like, this guy is definitely, very temperamental, but I heard though in real life, you know, like, I know when he was at the 25 Years of Terror Halloween 6 panel, seemed like a pretty cool guy and all that. Like, you know, they all say great things about Donald Pleasance. But I will say though, it's like, yeah, this guy in the film, he plays a real ass. But, I will say it's good acting. Granted, I don't care about the character in the slightest. I mean, that's the thing, is like, I really don't think you need that type of character, but... Haddonfield... Halloween... Yeah, Mrs. Strode, apparently the actress kept saying Kara, though her name's Kara. I guess she just couldn't say it right. You know, I just realized something, guys. Is he wearing lipstick? His lips look really red. Is he wearing lipstick? God, that's strange. Or what was it, a coloring error when they were like coloring the film or something? Cover correcting? Like, I don't know, it's like weird. That was a lighting trick? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he's wearing lipstick. Yeah, this guy's an ass. I think he might be among my he might be my least favorite character in the series. Well said, Kara. Well said. Honestly, if I could put myself in the film right now, I would punch that guy. I would. I'd be like, you SOB. Good for you, Danny. Sucks though we don't really get like the explanation as to why he's doing it. Granted though, protecting your mother is a pretty good reason. I mean, I would probably do the same thing. It's like, get away from my mother. Yeah, I like the relationship between Kara and her son Danny. They had good chemistry. Like, I definitely believe them as like a mother son. Like they had a really good dynamic. Like I said, really good chemistry between them. It's like she's definitely in a lot of ways, like I'd say, like the strongest character in the film, other than Donald Pleasance. You know what's funny, guys? Even in the producer's cut, that line's the same. Like, and she wasn't dead in the producer's cut. Maybe somebody gave her bad info on the phone or something. Yeah, I gotta say, Tommy's introduction is definitely not done right. Yeah, it's like he looks so creepy. Yeah, unfortunately, the actress to play Mrs. Blankenship, I believe she passed away, though I heard. She was like, I need a smaller name when she used to go to signings. And yeah, I guess Blankenship, that'd be a long name to sign. And one thing I'm wondering is, how could he afford all that equipment? That's gotta be pretty pricey stuff. Yeah, the character just really comes off as creepy for Tommy. I mean, I get it, they're showing these, like, definitely has his emotional demons, but I don't know. Like, I think they could have introduced the character better for sure. I mean, granted, we find out later in their film, like, the reason he was spying on the house wasn't to watch Kara, it was just to keep an eye on things. Oh, blood. It's like, okay. And another thing you gotta point out, too, is, like, you think after Michael would have killed Jamie, he would have put two and two together and gone back to the bus station and did another check? Yeah, another thing, too, is, like, nobody notices all that blood. It's like, really? I mean, you think they would at least spot some of it. It's like... I mean, granted, I know it's not huge amounts, but... Then, of course, nobody hears the baby until now. Yeah, that would be shocking, finding a baby in, that little cabinet. He's like, I'm hungry. And I'm tired. Or I'm cold. Yeah, I noticed one thing. I don't know how they did this, but I noticed when she's being taken away on the stretcher here, it looks like it's the injury is where it should be in the theatrical cut. Like, I don't know how they did that, if they just altered something with some color or something. Hey, another piece of goof. Originally she drives away in a red car, and here it's white. It's like, how'd that happen? It's like somebody grabbed the wrong car or something? God, I remember my first semester in college, I was not well organized. I didn't do that well either. I flunked quite a few classes. I mean, I made up for them later, but... yeah, that's some pretty intense, morbid stuff. Really, Tim? You think that's cool? Yeah, they cut out a scene there where Michael stalks Karen. I don't know why they took that out of the film. Yeah, I gotta say, it's like, you really are out of line there. It's like, and I don't blame that nurse for calling security. Yeah, I think it always bugged me too. Is like, why is Dr. Loomis in the hospital if Jamie's dead? I mean, I guess they would be doing her autopsy there, but still, like, it never made any sense. You know, in a lot of ways, it's sad that this is Donald Pleasant's last time playing Dr. Loomis, because, you know, I could tell he was doing his best. Uh-oh, it's like, I gotta go! There's Michael stalking, Mrs. Strode. Oh yeah, her name's Deborah, right. I mean, that's a creepy scene. Like, the cinematography in 6 is definitely the one thing going for it. It does have a very solid Halloween feel. Michael's gone. Yeah, I always used to think when I was a kid that was a door or something that was going up. It's actually just the camera coming down. It's like, I don't know how I didn't put that together. It's like, really weird. I hate when washing machines don't work right. That is a pain in the butt. Yeah, I'm not sure how that would happen. Like, I think that would require a leak in the hose or something. Oh, she heard something. Yeah, you gotta feel for this character, you know, it's like she's trying to keep her family together, but at the same time, you know, it's like, I think she knows that her husband's a psycho, but... she clearly loves him, and it's like, you know, one of those tough ones. Yeah, that'd be a terrifying moment. Yep, you gotta admire Dr. Loomis for that. He always wants to do the right thing. Well, like I said, the writer that did Halloween 6, I think it's Daniel Fairhurst. Um, I could tell he cared about the series, though granted the producers, like, and other people within the company, like, they all mess with the script. Like, the original script, I've only seen bits and pieces of it, but it was definitely a lot better. Like, this script, like, the script that they ended up using for the film was juggled together from a bunch of different drafts, and definitely hurt the final product. Yeah, I hope I can meet Paul Rudd eventually. Like, apparently he used to never talk about this film, but apparently he's finally started talking about it in the last couple of years. This is a strong scene with Dr. Loomis in terms of performance, but they cut out a lot of it. It's like, I know why they cut out some of it, because it would have showed that Jamie was still alive. But yeah, you get so little of him in this cut of the film, it sucks. Same time, it's like, I can't buy that she would have not known about the Myers situation, because any neighbor could have told her about it. It's like, you know what house you're living in, right? I mean, I get that the town's trying to forget about Michael Myers, but everybody would know about it, so how could they not find out? Up there's the man in black. Yeah, I like that throwback to Halloween 1 where Pumpkin gets smashed. Yeah, they must have had to pre-cut the pumpkin because, I mean, yeah, granted that could happen, but not usually in that many pieces. Yeah, that's right, I gotta get some pumpkins later this month. Yeah, they made a change here. In the producer's cut, there's an extra line where she says someone tried to kill Jamie. But in this one, she says somebody killed her. Yeah, that's a creepy shot with Michael. Yeah, here she says somebody killed her, but in the producer's cut, she says somebody tried to kill her. And, like, you think the second Michael would have heard that, he would have gone to the hospital to try and finish the job, but I guess because he had 2 targets, he chose not to. But in this version, of course, Jamie's not alive anymore, so busted. Yeah, you have a drink. Yeah, I gotta feel bad for Deborah Strode. I mean, like I said, she was actually gonna get her family out of there, but of course, Michael couldn't have that. I'd be out of there. Like, she should have gone out the front door. It's like, she knew exactly what was in there, and it was downstairs in the basement. That's another creepy shot. Yeah, again, why did she go out the back door? She was closer to the front. I mean, it's an intense scene, but at the same time, it's like, if she got out the front, she would have got away. Uh-oh. That is a good kill, though, I will say that much. Yeah, I think some of the leaves are actually color corrected, if I remember correctly, because of the producer's cut, they look different. Granted, that was a new transfer, so who knows. Yeah, I wonder who chained the front door. What, was it Michael? Yeah, your mom's... Well, she's still there, but, she's kind of up in the attic. Yeah, Michael must have killed her just before, Danny and, Tommy showed up. This is definitely a bit of a creepy scene. I mean, there's nothing happening here, but again, I do like the atmosphere of it. Yeah, that's right. Alan Howarth had to do 2 different scores because of how, the theatrical cut is structured versus the producer's cut. And I think somebody else did some of the music too, or something, because I think there's 2 people that did the music for Part 6. Yeah, it's funny how Danny didn't hear her calling out. It's like, that's weird. Well, she's there in a manner of speaking, but not the way you want. Yeah, like I said, I do like these shots, like just of the hallway, some slow movement. Like not super chaotic shots. Like, you're wondering, is something gonna happen? Is something not gonna happen? You're not sure. I admit, I would have that same reaction as her. It's like, the guy was spying on her last night. It's like, what are you doing with my son? And Kara's like, what are you doing with a baby? Yeah, in the producer's cut, the line was, you're in danger, come with me. Yeah, and you're better off. And I gotta say, it's like, he was smart to keep all of those, newspapers. I mean, if I was living in a boarding house, I'd definitely keep my own fridge. Yeah, that's a good shot with Michael across the street. Like, I do agree, the cinematography is good for 6. That's one positive note. And that is a creepy shot of Michael, for sure. He's gone, but not for long. Yeah, like, now these guys are having some good chemistry. It's like, at this point in the movie, things are getting better for these two. It's like, they try to explain the Thorn stuff, but then the entire final act takes most of that out. It's like... I don't know, like I said, unfortunately the story is a mess, especially in the theatrical cut. Producer's cut fixes a lot of it, but there's still those problems there, but I'll discuss that in the producer's cut. I mean, I do respect that they try to find a way to explain Michael. Like, just give him something. At least it was something compelling. But at the same time, like I said, this film had no choice. They had to kind of explain what happened after 5. But then, of course, they butchered the movie, and the explanation sucks. In the producer's cut, you'd be totally right, Tommy, but not in the theatrical cut. Good advice. Very good advice, Tommy. Yeah, that's 2 different voices right there. Because that insert was not supposed to be the autopsy. Actually, no, that insert wasn't even in the producer's cut to begin with. I mean, they talk about the placental fluid, obviously, but originally the line was surgery. But yeah, so many of these scenes are cut to bits. Yet so little of Dr. Loomis, this cut just doesn't work for that. Yeah, I always liked Mrs. Blankenship. Good actress, and, she came off creepy, but just in a certain way, like, it's like she could tell a good creepy story. There's the Man in Black, or is that Barry Sims? Yeah, that's another thing. It's like Barry Sims comes in the same get-up as the Man in Black. Yeah, why would she tell her that considering she's a member of the cult? No, you were not. You were not babysitting Michael Myers. That is BS. There's Michael at the window. But that is entirely BS. You were never babysitting. Like, it's a creepy scene, but why would she tell her that? It's like she's a member of the cult. Yeah, but his message kind of sucks. Though I do like his entrance here. I mean, okay, that's a funny scene. And drunk. You don't deserve dinner anyway. I swear, this is the one kill for sure in the movie, like, I would be like, go right ahead, Michael. I'd be cheering you on. It's like, I would shove you at Michael. I'd just be like, here you go, Michael. She was planning to, but somebody, couldn't let that happen. Yeah, it is. You should be. You really should be. I admit though, that would be weird. It's like, I'm hearing the washing machine? Yeah, that would be strange. Yeah, it's like you see all that blood in the washing machine and be like, what the? Yeah, you can kind of see the differences in the cuts, like it doesn't look quite the same here. The only thing that I will say is I do prefer this version of the kill. It's like I said, I hated this character, so what Michael does to him here, I'm perfectly fine with. I mean, it's ridiculous though, your head wouldn't explode from being electrocuted, but I will say though, this is a good kill. Like, I prefer this over the producer's cut, but that's like one of the only things. Yeah, apparently those were hot dogs or something. Good effect. Unfortunately, you're wrong. Yeah, Barry Sims is just an ass. Bit funny, but yeah. Again, this guy's just another piece of fodder for Michael, like body farter. Body farter. Oh boy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not quite with it. Yeah, that'd be a surprise. It's like, live in the Myers house? That would be a shock. Yeah, that guy is just an ass. I feel bad for her, for Beth. Yeah, they cut out a scene here where we see Smith Grove on the side of the van. It's like, why cut that out? You're gonna regret saying that. No, you won't. Yeah, there was an extended part to his death, but again, it was cut out. It's only in the producer's cut. Nah, you don't need to worry about it. You're gonna wish you were there. Unfortunately. She tells the story good. Yeah, I always suspected there was more to this shot, and there actually was. You're supposed to see Michael. Yeah, that's a creepy shot with Beth. I admit, I'd be freaked out too if I knew Michael Myers lived in my house. At the same time, though, I'd probably find it cool. Time to get it on. Yeah, they changed this too in the producer's cut. She was more like, "Mommy, it's raining. It's raining red." Or, "Mommy, it's raining red." Here it's just, "Mommy, it's raining. It's raining red." I mean, it's still creepy, but I kind of prefer the producer's cut version. It kind of works better. That'd be creepy though. It's like you find the little girl full of like red. You're just like, what's going on? And then of course you see Barry up in the tree. Yeah, one thing that's controversial about this is like everybody's like, how could Michael get him up in the tree without being noticed? And I do agree. It's like, I don't think he could pull that off. I swear, if I ever caught any of my friends in my bed with their girlfriend, I'd be like, oh, come on, guys, really? It's like, you owe me new sheets. And a new pillow. It's like, I admit, I would be annoyed. Good advice. Unfortunately, he doesn't take it too much. Yeah, I'm guessing that house must be, gas heating, because otherwise the shower shouldn't have any hot water. I know, because we recently had a power outage here, but we have gas, so I can still take a shower even in the dark. Bit of a pain in the butt, but... Yeah, that's not your honey, though. Unfortunately not. And that's the end of Tim. Too late. Yeah, I think the kill's the same in the producer's cut. They just slowed it down for the theatrical cut to show more. That would be so terrifying, like realizing your son's about to go into the house. It'd be like, no. I actually nailed that. Yeah, I gotta say, her reaction there, her performance is perfect. I mean, this whole scene's intense right here for sure. It's like, you can tell she's terrified and she has every reason to be. It's like, because she knows who's up there, so... It's like, you're just wondering, where's Michael? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where Michael was hiding. I think he might have been possibly in that first bedroom that Kara just passed. Because I don't think there's anywhere else he could have hidden, really. Oh wait, there's that room there too, to her left right now. I guess I didn't notice that, but... Yeah, it's like, that's one good thing about this scene is just, it's the atmosphere and it's so intense. Yeah, that sound effect, I don't know what to think of it. I mean, I'm not against it, you know, it's more like psychological, but I think I kind of prefer the producer's cut for the sounds they use there instead of something more traditional. Yeah, I was wondering if Michael was hiding right there behind the door. Maybe he is? Oh no, he wasn't. He must have... Where did he come from? The closet? Yeah, you guys probably noticed that is George P. Wilbur, the guy that played Michael Myers in Halloween 4. He just put on some extra weight for Halloween 6. I guess it wasn't necessary, but he thought maybe Michael should put on a little bit of extra beef. Though he is, in some scenes it wasn't him. Like, Michael A. Lerner was brought in for some scenes. They actually fired George P. Wilbur when they did those unauthorized reshoots. That's a creepy shot. Like, the scenes with George P. Wilbur, he nails Michael Myers. In some ways, I think he might be better in 6 than he is in 4. Tommy, if only you knew. Okay, there's a line coming up I'm going to discuss in a second. It's actually different in the producer's cut, and it's a bit of a debate over which version's better. But just wait a second, I'll wait till she says the line first. It's like he had to pick that room to go into. Honestly, I prefer this line. In the producer's cut, she's like, "Danny, come to mommy." Now, I'm not against that one either, and some people do make an argument that it's kind of more scary to think, like, you know, she's calling for Danny to come to her. But I honestly prefer the line in the theatrical cut because it shows how much Kara cares for Danny. Like, you know, she's saying, "Stay put, I'll come and get you." Yeah, you heard that crack? It's like Michael definitely messed up her ankle. But she's still moving it. I mean, she's like, "Let's go." And Michael's right on her tail. I mean, yeah, like, this is a creepy shot. Yeah, that's a creepy shot. In the producer's cut, they show Michael coming at them from behind, like right here. But in the theatrical cut, they show some more frontal shots, and I admit it's more creepy. But these are like one of the only few aspects I prefer in the theatrical cut, just these few minor shots. And time for the big reveal. Now, the reveal is ruined though because the character it ends up being, we barely got any screen time in the film in the theatrical cut. It's like, oh, well, hang on, I'll just wait till it's revealed, even though you guys already know who it is. I mean, yeah, it's Dr. Wynn. It's like, oh, okay? But we barely got any screen time with him in the film because everything was cut out. So the reveal is nothing major. It's like, oh, you. Yeah, Dr. Loomis is mad there. Now that's a creepy shot. I do admit, I'm somewhat in a debate over her jumping out the window. It's like, I kind of get why she did it, you know, in a panic, but at the same time, it's like, really? Jump out the window? And of course, from this point on, everything's pretty much changed. Well, except for a few minor scenes, but otherwise, it's pretty much everything's different after this point. He's like, okay, I'm staying away from the door. Yeah, they changed the, that's an extra shot right there. That wasn't in the producer's cut. Pretty much. Yeah, they cut out so much stuff. It's like, why? Then, of course, this entire scene, of course, Donald Pleasance had already passed away, so literally the actor that plays Dr. Wynn, he has to do all of that sequence basically talking to nobody. Like, I guess it's decently sliced together, but I don't know why they changed it. Yeah, I seen the director's cut footage where they do talk a little bit more about the druids. I don't know why they cut that out either. It's like at least it gives a slightly more explanation in the theatrical cut. Yeah, that wasn't Dr. Loomis right there, obviously, or Donald Pleasance. That's just a stunt person because obviously he's already gone at this point. Yeah, Michael's definitely busy. Yeah, I gotta say, for maximum security, when you think the outer door, if it's open, it would trigger an alarm, or at least would have like a lock on it. Yeah, you can tell the cinematography here is not the same as in the producer's cut. Granted, because it was a different person. Like I said, all this was unauthorized. They shot apparently all of this, most of this stuff over the course of a weekend. And also, apparently, some of the crew that were actually shooting this, they had no idea it was it wasn't authorized. Like some of them have been interviewed in the last couple years about this. They said they had no clue. So Joe Chappelle was lying to them too. I will admit, this patient's creepy, but at the same time, it's like this patient's really pointless. Just shows Michael being more brutal. It's a creepy scene, but you really don't need it. Yeah, unfortunately, you're making too much noise. Michael's like, what's going on? I admit, I do like the reaction here, Tommy, when he sees Michael. Though I think it's a little bit overdone at this point. I kind of don't mind the music right here, but I've seen fan edits where they use like the original Halloween music, and it works too. So, like the score for 6, I'm mixed with the theatrical cut. Like I don't mind this, but I kind of also didn't mind it with like the classic Halloween themes. This theme would be terrifying though. It's like your worst nightmare is literally inches from you. Yeah, at this point it's A. Michael Lerner playing Michael because George P. Weber was actually fired by Joe Chappelle. But then of course he actually brings George P. Weber back to play a doctor. Same time though, it's so shocking that nobody tipped off the cause about what was going on. I admit though, I do like this scene. I find it creepy. You know, they're going down this steam tunnel, like the red and all that. Like I admit, it's creepy. Yeah, apparently all this part was shot in an abandoned hospital. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna talk about this briefly, about what the heck they were probably doing in that room. It has something to do with DNA slicing or something. And they obviously had plans for the baby and maybe for Danny. Now, okay, this is apparently my understanding. This is the best theory people have come up with. They were essentially making clones of Michael, but to harness his pure evil for genetic engineering. That Michael is already evil, but these guys were like pretending to be Thorn cult members to take advantage of it, to try and trick Michael and use him. And I'll talk about that more when we get to the weird room there that they have to go hide in. I will say though, this is a creepy scene right here. That's one good thing. I mean, it's like, Michael's right there. All he would have to do is just turn a smidge to the left and he would see them. It's like, phew? Then Michael's like, what was that? Yeah, you can tell though the guy here is definitely not the same person. Like, he's a lot thinner. He still does a good job, but... yeah, you think Michael would have seen Danny and the baby, but maybe they were slightly out of his view. No, I think he would have seen them, but maybe decided like they're not his target at the moment. He has something else he has to do first. He's like, nope, that's not gonna cut it. I want this. Yeah, apparently that's a surgical machete, and I didn't think those existed. It's like, what good would a machete be in an operation? Like, what would you use it for? Like, breaking ribs? Like, I don't know. Yeah, if you have the director's cut version, you can hear more about what the surgeons are saying. But again, it's not a big explanation. Oh, they know. Okay, I'll admit this. This is a crazy kill. Like, I know for a lot of people this is like some of their favorites in the series. But at the same time, it's pretty crazy editing. You don't see too much. I mean, I admit, this is a very brutal Michael, but at the same time, the explanation is lousy for this ending. I mean, I will say this, though. I would run from every single Michael Myers, but this is the one I would run from the fastest. Especially after seeing that. I don't mind the music cue there, but I've also seen it with the original Halloween theme, and it actually sounds pretty good too. Yeah, another piece of trivia. A. Michael Lerner that's playing Michael right now, he's actually chasing his father in real life. And that's just funny. Yeah, I'd be hauling ass to get away from this Michael. Yeah, that'd be a nasty way to go for sure. Yeah, I've seen the director's cut where Michael actually pushes the face through the bars. It was pretty gruesome. Like, I see why they had to cut it out. Yeah, Michael's definitely hot on their trail. And then, surprise! It's like, leave it to Michael, he knows the shortcuts. Yeah, that'd be terrifying. They're just like, what are we gonna do? Yeah, I seen an extended shot in the director's cut where she says babies. Like I said, apparently these were supposed to represent clones. Like, they wanted to make, like, clones of Michael, like, enhanced beings. That's what I heard is basically what the explanation is. But they do a lousy job of explaining that in the movie. It's like, you really have to pay attention to have any idea what's going on. And Michael's coming. So much for that lock. He's ripped off the whole freaking frame. I will say, this is a good shot. Like, this is intense. It's like, be quiet. Michael's like, I heard something. Michael's like, what? Yeah, he's a little bit too smug right here. But at the same time, I can tell he's probably terrified to hell. I mean, he's coming face to face with Michael again. It's like... I'm not sure where the Halloween 6 mask would rank for me in the series. It's definitely up there. It's one of the better ones. Uh-oh. Yeah, my understanding, it's like a corrosive agent he injected into Michael, but it also has some sort of like sedation effects. But one thing I noticed about this theatrical cut ending, it essentially does the same thing as the ending as Halloween 5. Dr. Loomis shoots Michael with tranquilizers and then starts hitting him with a 2x4. Here, they inject him with tranquilizers and then Kara hits him with a pipe. And then so does Tommy later, so essentially it's the same ending. It's like, talk about lazy writing. At the same time, it's like, okay, I admit, a lead pipe probably would do some damage, but... Oh. Nice try, Kara. Nice try. Yeah, I mean, that looks intense. I would have shoved my fingers in his eyes. Danny, you are very brave. I mean, I would do the same thing to try and save my mother. I mean, I will admit, this is a very terrifying scene. But again, no explanation given, it's just lousy. Tommy to the rescue. Yeah, Tommy's getting definitely his anger out. Yeah, if you look there, the lights are flashing. It's because that part's from the producer's cut. Yeah, all these flashy sections, I don't know. It's like, why do you have to even think about it? Yeah, it's like, what's up with the green stuff? Like the green goo, it's like... I don't get it. Like I said, this is essentially the same thing as Halloween 5's ending, even though Halloween 5 would say it was a little bit better just because it's Dr. Loomis doing it. But yeah, it's essentially the same ending as 5. Yeah, this is a sad scene with Dr. Loomis, you know, you're just like... What? Why doesn't he go with them? But of course, in reality, he was already, Donald Pleasance had already passed away, so they didn't really have an option, so... I mean, in a lot of ways, it is sad. Like, you know, it sucks that this was Donald Pleasance's last Halloween film, and it went out with such a whimper, especially with this ending. I mean, it's just like, wait for it. Of course, Michael's gone. Then you hear Dr. Loomis screaming, which is actually in the producer's cut. Though I seen in the director's cut, originally at the ending it was gonna say Dr. Loomis was saying, yeah, in memory of Donald Pleasance. Like I said, it's sad this was his last film. In the director's cut, at the ending, it was, I think it was a different voice actor because it didn't quite sound like Donald Pleasance, but it was close. Dr. Loomis was saying, "It's over, Michael, it's finally over." You know, that didn't really quite make sense. Alright, yeah, Halloween 6 theatrical cut, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's got a lot of problems. There's so much editing mistakes, like, there's so much stuff cut out of the film. Jamie's death, while it's a cool kill, but it really just is... It's such a disrespect to the character, and a slap in the face to the audience. And a lot of several of the characters in this film, like, John Strode, you don't give a crap about him. Barry Sims is an ass. Dr. Wynn's cut out of the theatrical cut so much so when it's revealed that he's the Man in Black, it's not really anything major. It's like, oh. And the ending here, while it's intense, but again, no explanation, it really just doesn't work. I mean, all around, it's... I don't know. It's, like I said, this cut of the film is a mess. The only thing is, I will say, this is better than another film in the series which came far later in the remake saga, but I will talk about that some other time. And you guys know which film I'm talking about. But this is only slightly better. Marianne Hicken does a great job as Kara. Paul Rudd, he does a good Tommy, but his introduction's not very great. I mean, over the course of the film it gets better, but there's some scenes where he's overacting too much. Kara and Danny had a really good relationship. The cinematography is really good, I'll say that much. I have to give crap to Joe Chappelle. It's like, I heard he treated Donald Pleasance really badly in this film, and it kind of shows. Like, he edited out a lot of his stuff. And like I said, he actually called him boring. And the fact that he did all of these reshoots unauthorized, it's like, from what I heard, he just wanted his 3-picture deal. Like, honestly, I don't think I have anything nice to say about the guy. I mean, he can direct. Like, he's also directed several episodes of Chicago Fire, and I'll give him credit for that, but honestly, though, it's like, I just heard he's not a nice guy, especially not here. I think he just wanted his 3-picture deal, and he just finished the movie without really thinking. I mean, yeah, in the end, the theatrical cut of Halloween 6 is a mess. And that's really all I have to say about it. I mean, it's not quite the worst in the series, but it's close. Alright, that's the end of Halloween 6's theatrical cut. I will be doing the producer's cut next. And tomorrow I'll be doing Halloween H20, 20 years later. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.